Hello everyone, welcome to our morning briefing. It's 10th of July and it seems to be the most interesting day of the week. So it will be a bit of quiet Monday and Tuesday, but today actually is an interesting day because we have Bank of Canada policy statement along with the conference, if I'm not wrong. Yes, a conference as well, so interest rate decision, statement and press conference as well. Later on FOMC minutes, and the focus right now in an hour and a half is on the manufacturing production and industrial production and also gross domestic products in UK. Meanwhile, we have seen like the last 2 days the markets have been a bit on in a defensive stance. So this of course has to do with the very well anticipated Powell's testimony to Congress and the release of the minutes, of course. So the focus is on Fed and on the Powell speech and whether he may or not close the doors to rate cut hopes. So we actually anticipate for a rate cut. The percentage, the chances are way higher. But according to Postic last night, speech that the Atlantic Fed that they gave last night, he actually spread some doubts. It seems there is a discussion whether the economy could run a little hotter. So whether they should cut or not the rates. So let's see. But mainly the trading, you see, is a bit on the defensive stance ahead of this speech, ahead of this testimony. Meanwhile, we have seen Asia session being a bit mixed. It's all this, it's the Fed anticipation, trade risk, US-Iran tension, Brexit uncertainty, but also we have seen overnight that actually something that actually spread some hopes, and that what I'm referring to is actually the announcement that Japan and South Korea are planning talks on the trade tension, and that is quite positive. It of course help KOSPI and KOSDAQ gaining overnight ahead on this amid this announcement. So let's go back to our markets and let's see what happens. So overall, we have seen that dollar majors set to a bit of a consolidation ahead of the testimony, as I'm saying. So let's start with, okay, I have gold over here. Okay, let's start with gold. So flip to the downside, retest 1389.90, trying to recover into the London Open. Resistance is up to, if I'm over here, 1394.36. So, but the negative bias in the intraday picture, in the shortened picture, is negative. So yeah, weak RSI. You see, there is a lower highs and lower highs fractal. So that's the negative bias. There's a negative bias in the intraday picture. Let's go back to our currency market, and US dollar consolidation overall. Even though the last hour we have seen a retest of 113.17 area, but didn't manage to sustain these gains. It hit that resistance, but returned back lower again. So it's a bit of consolidation. Still, intraday resistance is over here, and the next one way higher, 112.13. Okay, let's wait and see. Support remains at around 112 area, but consolidation is the case. Is the mood over here? It's clear. This is clear. Dollar yen. He made an attempt up to 109, didn't manage, returned back to the 20-period moving average and the 108.87 area, trying to recover, trying to retest again the 109 area, and overall there is a strengthening of the positive bias. You can see that since early July. So positive bias is like increasing and increasing. If we manage to move and sustain a move above 109, the next resistance comes at 109.70, 110, the latest daily fractal. So let's move on. New Zealand dollar, I would like to show you New Zealand dollar and oil as the last two pairs. New Zealand dollar, took a sharp hit before rebounded again. So that's the daily chart. Let me put the intraday one. So a sharp hit to the down to 0.6568, bounce back higher again and above the 0.66 area. So there was not apparent news of data catalytic, so it seems that it might have been affected by the lower consumer sentiment data out of Australia. Overall, you can see it's in a sharp decline after this top at the end of June. Next support 0.6556, and the one after that is 0.6525. Last but not least is oil. Let me go back. Oil managed to break the Monday's resistance up to 58.70, currently 58.80, and the next resistance, of course, coming out at this upper Bollinger Band pattern in the round 59 area. Support at 58. 58 is is the low of the day. That was it. Thank you for watching. Take care. Today we have Bank of Canada policy statement and a press conference. Nothing is expected to change. They expected to remain steady at the 1.75% policy rate. Also, we have FOMC meeting minutes later, like at 6 o'clock at GMT, and in an hour we're gonna see the gross domestic product out of UK. Thank you for watching and see you later on. Bye bye.